I would normally upload this video first thing in the morning, but I'm not going to because we've got a match tomorrow and there's all sorts of exciting match day stuff happening. What I will do, though, is in this video, Mike Manera from Mike on Monday has got a preview and a prediction for the Leicester game, and we've got Farmer Kris, who has also got a preview and prediction for the Leicester game. So if you're watching it tomorrow morning, it's still relevant anyway. It's not really what I want to talk about because I've had my say about Leicester. What I want to talk about is the signing, imminent signing, lack of signing, of the Marseille centre-back, who we've been linked with for the past 2 days. And as of the last 30 minutes, when I say last 30 minutes, it's 7:15 at night now, right, on Saturday night. And as of the last 30 minutes, it's been suggested that the deal has collapsed. Now, the deal's collapsed, apparently. The Telegraph are reporting that. And that seems to have prompted much misery, much angst, much anger, not misery. There's a lot of crying going on. Now, I've been off social media for quite some time. I pop in occasionally to check some personal messages and then I get out. I don't read the timeline. I made the mistake of reading the timeline, which is exactly why I've not been going on there. It's horrible. It's just angry, nasty, horrible. And I'm just finding it absolutely hilarious that there are people on there who, let's be fair, we weren't linked with this guy before 2 days ago, who were going mad that we're not signing him. And we may well sign him. I don't know. But he wasn't on the list. He wasn't on the radar at all. And let's be fair, it's a newspaper story that's been picked up by a couple of websites. Everyone gets excited. We got to have him. We got to have him. And now it's a case of, I can't believe we're not going to get him. Who is this player? Well, he's Marseille's centre-back. I've watched him. I've watched some footage. Right, so I'll give you my review of the footage in a minute. His name is Duje Caleta-Car. Right? It's not spelt like that. I've actually done my research. I think I might have nailed it for once. What's he? He looks a little bit. Do you know what I'm going to call him? Thor. Basically, he looks like that. That's all you need to know. If Thor and Charlie Austin had a baby, it would look like Duje Caleta-Car. There we go. Anyway, so who is this player? Right. He plays for Olympique Marseille. He's 24 years of age, and he is a lump. I mean, he is a massive lump, right? If an oil tanker could play football, it would be this bloke. I'm not saying he's no good, by the way. Well, I am. No, I've watched 8 minutes of YouTube footage. That's all I can base it on. Now, I don't know how long he's been at Marseille. I guess we're going to find out. I don't know. I don't know. Basically, I've watched a bit of Marseille. And the reason I watch Marseille is I'm a bit sick and I like punishing myself by watching Dimitri Payet. They also have a player called Morgan Sanson, who I like, right? So if ever Marseille, I want to tell you as a match, I'll give it a little look. All I can say is, I've probably watched Marseille in the last 3 years. I've probably watched Marseille 3 or 4 times. I've never noticed this bloke particularly above anyone else. I should have done because he's massive. I mean, he is the biggest player on the pitch. And I've just watched 8 minutes of this play. You know, they put their highlights together. Now, anyone could put some highlights together and look good. I mean, I could do it. I'll go in that garden next week, put some skills. The patrons are laughing at this because the patrons have actually seen my skills in the garden and they're thinking, no, you couldn't, mate. What I was going to say was I could go out in the garden, do some skills, edit it together and look half competent. As I say, the patrons will be saying, no, you really couldn't. You are useless. Because I did a keepy-uppy competition. People had to guess how many keepy-uppies I'd get. It wasn't great, I've got to be honest with you. Although, I would suggest I can probably do more keepy-uppies than Duje Caleta-Car. Sounds like the start of a song, doesn't it? Anyway, so I basically just watched 8 minutes of him fouling people. Seriously, he was just fouling everyone. And look, he was winning headers and fouling. And a lot of the time, he's so big, people just nutmegging him, right? The youngsters call it a panna. Did you know that? Did you know the youngsters call it a panna? A nutmeg, right? They call a nutmeg a panna, right? So anyway, so anytime anyone nutmegs him, which is quite frequently, considering it's in 8 minutes, you wouldn't think you can nutmeg someone that many times in 8 minutes, bearing in mind you were showing their highlights package and trying to show them off. But every time someone nutmegs him, he clatters them and fouls them, basically. You shall not pass! And which I say to almost everybody that can defend. He can defend. He is a defender. I'm not saying he's useless, right? I'm really not. But he's not the next Bobby Moore, right? Put it that way. And to look at the fallout, you'd think we're missing out on the next Bobby Moore. I can't, honestly. I'd say that is it. I'm done. I'm done. I cannot go back on social media again. It's so, everyone's getting really angry. Everyone's getting really nasty. We do these we do these videos every day, right? And we have discussed, how many times we discussed Tarkowski on this channel, and you all leave the comments, don't you, on the channel, and we have a little chat. Tarkowski, what, 3 weeks? Would it be fair to say about 3 weeks, maybe even a month? Not one comment, and if there is, link it and show me, right? But not one has said on there, we don't need Tarkowski. What the player you really want is at Marseille. His name is Duje Caleta-Car. Now, you can't go back and now write it and type it because I'll be able to see the date, right? So nothing before 22 minutes past 7 on Saturday evening. It was, oh, man, is that Man City had just drawn? Man City just drawn against Leeds. Look at that, eh? He's not quite up to it, is he, Pep, anymore? I wonder if he's getting bored with it. I've even said that's a bit cruel. His mum died, didn't she, recently? I wonder if he'd be around there for long. I don't know. Leeds. I'm not looking forward to playing Leeds. Anyway, we digress. My point is, nobody's mentioned this player to me. There have been other suggestions, right? But my point is, it's not like this is the #1 target. It's not like this is the best young centre-back in Europe. And people are saying, oh, I knew it. I knew we wouldn't get him. What do you mean you knew you wouldn't get him? Of course you knew you wouldn't get him. He wasn't even on the frigging radar a couple of days ago. You never even heard of him. Never mind, I knew we weren't going to get him. Old frigging Steamboat Willie there. Anyway, I'm not too fussed. What was interesting was, Claret and Hugh picked up on the story. Where is it? And it was, anyway, just found this really, really interesting. So it says, Hammers and agency giants look to sort out a deal for a defender. Basically, West Ham are negotiating with the Stellar Group, recognised as the world's most powerful sports agency, in a bid to sign Marseille central defender Caleta-Car. I just, saying the name makes me want to break out into song for some reason. I won't. I'll spare you. Anyway, it says it's headed by the veteran representative and the player's agent, Jonathan Barnett. Now, it goes on to talk about Jonathan Barnett, who is Gareth Bale's agent. So basically, West Ham have a meeting with Jonathan Barnett. I have no reason to disbelieve that. I mean, let's be fair. If you were going to make something up, you'd link us with somebody good, wouldn't you? Let's be fair. So I don't think if you're going to make up a story, don't make up someone crap. I'm not saying he's crap. He might be all right, But old Tankovic, old Charlie Austin looking like old Thor wielding the hammer, the cross hammers. He might be good. He might be good. I'm just saying. In 8 minutes, he didn't look fantastic, right? What was missed here, and what's not said in the article, is Jonathan Barnett has another client. Jonathan Barnett has another client, and his client, he's got lots of them, but one of them is Joe Rodham. Centre half at Swansea, a player we've already been linked with. And, can I tell you now, I think is a better player than old Caleta-Car. Doesn't look like he's running through treacle fast, which I wouldn't call Caleta-Car fast. I've been rough, I've been harsh, I've not been nice, have I? Let's be fair to the boy. Anyway, he might be all right. We might sign him. We might not. Who knows? I don't know. I just found it really, really funny. How upset everyone has got. I know. You've seen the videos. You've seen the stuff I'm doing with Hammers United. I know the club are crap. I know we can't get a deal over the line. Well, I know we're using I know we're using Thomas Souček as a scout. And somebody did say in a video, apparently I did the David Moyes accent, but I didn't do the Thomas Souček accent. Granted, I should have done that. I don't know why I did Thomas Souček in an English accent, so I would like to recommend you a right back. That's my Thomas Souček. I don't know. It's sort of like a generic Russian meerkat thing. Bit more bassy than a meerkat, maybe. Anyway, I'm aware that the club is a shambles. I mean, really, every time I go up, I go on about it. I have people in the chat saying, stop moaning, stop going on about it, leave the club alone. So I do understand why people are frustrated that we've not signed a player. But this one, come on. Don't let it ruin your Saturday night, for goodness sake. Anyway, you don't worry about it. West Ham are playing tomorrow and they can ruin your Sunday. So enjoy the Saturday. Nothing has happened. Nothing has happened. We've not signed him. We probably never were going to sign him. And if we did sign him, you'd probably be saying, I can't believe it. We've been ripped off for this donkey and paid 30 million quid. Should have got that Tarkowski instead. Anyway, that's that. Farmer Kris, thank you very much, sir, for sending this in. I did ask him for a couple of previews just to keep it a little bit relevant. They're going to talk to us about Leicester. I say they, it's Farmer Kris. And it's Mike Manera. Lots of videos on match day, starting with a Patreon breakfast. Pre-match build-up now before kick-off. We get a day tomorrow, don't we, because the kick-off's at lunchtime. Tom and Charlie, the watch-along. Myself and Gio for the review. And then afterwards, we've got the player ratings. Hopefully the Beckmeister will be sending us in a video and giving her match review. And if you want to send in a video, by the way, then please do send it in to hammerschat@gmail.com. If you want your match reaction and you want us to upload it, because the kickoff is at lunchtime, then we have more of a chance of uploading it, which we struggle to do if it's a very, very late night kickoff. So yeah, you want to send in a video? Want to celebrate our epic win against Leicester, or moan about us losing, or maybe you might just want to celebrate us signing this fantastic new defender, Caleta-Car, or the mighty Thor.
This weekend, West Ham travel to Leicester and take them on in what will be an enthralling game. I've no doubt about that. I think Leicester are weak at the back. They can be got at. There's a lack of height there as well. Is this time for Haller, you ask? And indeed, so do I. The key issue here is, will we be able to show the same application and endeavour that we did in the last two games, even though we lost against Arsenal, it was a better performance, and of course against that great victory over Wolves, against Leicester as we did in those last two games. Reason is, if we just try and outschool them, we will lose. They have better players in position for position, except maybe at the very back, and but if we attack them, if we go on the front foot like we did at Arsenal, but take the chances, we have a great chance of a victory. Leicester are a ball-playing team. They will attempt to retain the ball, move it forward, transition quickly, which is no one thumping it up the pitch. Well, maybe us a bit. But largely, it's going to be a quality game. I really think that. I think we will score, and I think they will score. It's whether our defence cannot leak its usual two that will decide on how many we have to score, if you get what I mean. My prediction, 2-2. Come on, you Irons.
Hey all, so I've been asked by Gonzo to make a video looking forward to the Leicester game. I don't see anything to look forward to be honest. I'm dreading it. I don't know. Probably if anyone asked me who my favourite striker in the Premier League was, and which player I'd like to see leading the front for West Ham, it would be Jamie Vardy. I think he's fantastic. And there's a small chance, I've heard, that he may not be playing, and I really, no offence Vardy, but I really hope you're not playing against us this weekend, because I've got so much respect for you. I think you're a great player. What I'm looking forward to the most, I guess, is seeing our new right back. Hopefully we've started him, because Ben Johnson, to me, he's great on the left, but he's not so good on the right. He seems a lot more vulnerable on the right for some reason. I don't know if it's because of the players in front of him or what. I don't know what it is. But on the left, he seems more capable. But I've been really quite enjoying watching Creswell and Masuaku down the left-hand side. Because if Creswell stays back enough to do the defending, and Masuaku's got the mobility to go up and down the line, that's starting to look quite interesting, them two together. Certainly want to see Masuaku. As for the rest of the team, Bowen, Souček, they need to come back in after the cup game. Like I said, there's not much to look forward to, unfortunately. Not from my point of view. We could do a surprise. I hope so, but yeah, we'll see. Come on, you Irons.